Do you plan to play this game through or stop at the so-called White Hall as the title screen made? No, I'm going to play the game all the way through. Yeah. I am planning that. I may, when we get to the White Hall, I may make a little thing about spoilers and stuff, and that the devs request you not watch. So I'm going to get to the White Hall and be like, stop watching this stream immediately. Go do something else. I'm going to finish this game on stream, but you shouldn't watch and you need to leave. Yeah. And then I'll leave the decision to you. Okay, so we just got here and we need to open Apollo's shrine with the key that we found. And we think this might help. Ooh. We think this might help with the old lady. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Elgato screen. Oh, you know what? That's probably, let's see. Okay, there it is again. Video. Hold on. I have vertical sync on. Capture 1080p 59. Let me do this. I'm on full screen. Let me switch it to borderless. Okay. Let me see if this is gonna help. Did that help? Okay. Try this. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. We'll see. I wonder when Cohh will throw out Elgato. Oh, I won't. Elgato is right now the only card that does what I need it to do, which is which it'll receive a signal at 1440, 144. There's no other card that does it right now. So as long as I can make it works great. Yeah, I mean, as long as it works just fine. It just doesn't always work, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Oh, Lucretia.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cumbulatus decius won't give it to me.
I'm sorry, I wish I could help.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly."
Wow.
Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Whoa. ALOCDK, it is GameStreamFails.tv. That'll take you right to it. GameStreamFails.tv. Is there something else I can do to help?
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way,
I'll kill you!
I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
I'll see what I can do. What's your story?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Wow. Okay.
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked. and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here.
Another person waking up on the riverbank. You know way out of here?
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
What do you think about the golden rule?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
Interesting perspective. I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Tell me more about her.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Ooh.
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I have the key to her old chest. Perhaps I can find what you need in there.
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Oh, okay. Flatulence. Rhubarb? Ulcer. Dentiate? Cool. Okay. I don't know. What's the golden rule exactly?
Feeling
It boils
all
down
right?
to don't be a dick. Yeah, figure out how to treat rheumatism.
Oh, I see. Well, what's the treatment? Willow bark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some.
Rufius.
I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Okay. This is fine. I love when people say it like that because I can't imagine you saying it without being Dwight Schrute from The Office. False. Being a dick doesn't break it by itself. False. Thank you. And you're right. You're right. That's true. You do need to be a bit more than... You have to do something like illegal, essentially. But yes, you are correct, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Freezer Troll, thank you so much for your 35. I appreciate it. Aspirin is made from willow bark? Really? Or am I getting one guide? Is that true or is that false? False. Bears eat beets. Oh, it is true. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Can we talk about Lulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Who is it? Did you hear anything about escaping?
How did you know that?
Oh.
Yes, she did mutter something about the only way out. A few times, but nothing more than that, I'm afraid.
Do you think she was poisoned or was it self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Yeah. Do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
Is there any reason why she might have wanted to die?
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas' villa, and they are quite secretive. Gladly. All right. Well, thanks again for helping remove the thorn from the lion's paw. The spirit of Androcles
Lizarazu,
smiles
thank you,
upon
bud.
you.
Is there combat in this game? I don't well, I was gonna say I don't think there's combat, but we do have arrows, so, and we got 17 of them. Although maybe we don't shoot. I don't know. I don't know. That's the answer. I don't know. That's it. Maybe. Okay. What else is here? Locked door.
Greetings and salutations. Greetings, I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
I'm from the future. I'm from the beyond edge of the known world.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful.
Sure.
You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask.
This guy seems really nice.
I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Why set up a shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yeah, more or less.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Sure? Oh, wait. Can't use that one. Fair enough. There we go. Okay. How'd you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to
Hey,
tell you
thanks,
if only
Doodlebug.
I could remembered it clearly myself.
Thank you. Why don't you tell me you remember?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this.
Fun guy.
This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
So, it sounds like he may have awoken up during like a riot. It seems like everyone is having like a similar story about their city getting attacked or being in a stampede of people, or there's a bunch of fires and then they run to the river and that void could have been him drowning. And then they all get pulled out of the river, basically where we did at the beginning. So you floated down the Tiber?
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat.
Or it probably killed you.
In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Blaze Trail says we're in hell. I don't think we're in hell. I think from anything, I think this might be like a Roman test of the gods kind of thing. A purgatory situation. That would be my best guess.
Anything you like.
Do you know a way out of here?
Shh! Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Did I say the wrong thing?
Have you not been told about the last attempt? Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. Ah, it is a long story.
Not like I'm going anywhere.
Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply
to tell me the whole story in a whisper?
But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse.
I like it.
See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Why hasn't anyone done that yet?
They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say, it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
So leaving breaks the golden rule too? What do you think about the golden rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
I love how casual he is about it. Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was
I
the
played
first
it.
to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The golden rule has merely brought it into focus.
Rude. What can we do about it?
If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Short and simple. I like it.
It does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
I know, I've seen it happen.
Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
Rat Devil, thank you so much for your sub, dude. I appreciate it. 75 months. Just awesome. I stole from a box. I didn't know what I was doing. Who are you gonna vote for?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Anything I can do to change that?
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Okay.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
This guy seems super nice. Quick cursory search of your home, because that's what I do. Okay. What the hell? Why? What? Yeah, so going back to what we talked about earlier. Oh, nice. He actually dressed it up. I'm pretty sure that this is a purgatory situation, and that for some reason or the other or another, the gods keep bringing in people. And like, I'm pretty sure all of the golden statues that we see around here are from a previous failed attempt or test. We don't know how many tests there have been. There seems to be a huge amount of golden statues. But for some reason, the cycle has been repeating and the failures stay as the statues. So that's a little weird. You can see these statues are like these they're clearly in distress. Saw that. Okay. Sinner. Oh, who is this? Anvil. Okay. Shovel. Another shovel. It smells fresh. Oh, it smells like ash. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Virgil's chest. Accusatory note. Virgil, they may not see you yet, but I want you to know I see you. I know who you are and what you want. Turn away from this path before we all suffer for your sins. Do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys all of us? Damn, dude. I don't think we've talked to Virgil yet, have we? I don't think so. What is in here? Up! Gotta check our toilets. The only way out is... the sponge on a stick? Oh, it's like the 3 seashells. I like it. Sponge stick. Yep. A small stick with a sponge attached. This must be what the Romans used instead of toilet paper. It appears to be for communal use. Best to put this back immediately. Ew. Eternally on the toilet. Poor Elvis. Always remember they're watching. All right, we gotta check all the stick sponges. Gotta make sure they're okay. Okay. Let's keep moving. Get door. Where's the water coming from? So you're right there. Okay. Whoa. Is this the palace? This must be the palace. We gotta find a way in here and talk to that lady. The hell is this? Okay, first of all, you. Up. I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Navia. Some sort of magical force field. Probably the gods are holding me back. Oh, dastardly. Well, I was hoping maybe we could, like, work our way around the back or something. There's a... We can't go up these, can we? Oh. Okay. Huh. Oh god. Ow. Oh, I have a health bar? I have a health bar. Okay. Save it. Well, can we go up this other... Is there like a path up there? Take a look. Maybe there's some way we can get around there. Doesn't look like it.
You look well, my sartorial friend.
Ah, you too, buddy. What's up?
Ave. Ave again.
When I asked people how they wound up here,
Did you notice?
some people mentioned an encounter with a stranger on the riverbank.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. What else?
Guess that's all I noticed for now.
There are definitely some. Keep asking people how they went.
Okay.
Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind and dictates we should be sure. Yes,
Hey, Uber Post.
you should ask the others
And
first.
awesome. Richard Kolinsky, thank you for the 6 months, my dude. I really appreciate it. Okay.
Come back to me.
So I wonder, now that we talked with her, do we need to talk to people again and see if we can maybe get more information? Let's ask him, for instance. Excuse me. How'd you get that cut on your shoulder?
What's it, Coolio Mio?
Okay, well, that was not